There we go. It'll probably take about a few minutes for people to trickle in, but
yeah. You're still working now, you Kevin?
working away for Kevin. These us, drinking beers and that. Kevin's like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the hard stuff.
What time do you finish?
Half hour.
That's not too bad then.
No, I gotta get ready for stuff tomorrow. I got a big brew day tomorrow.
A big brew day.
Well, I'm using my new kit.
Yeah, the first day.
Yeah, and I'm going. I want to go live. No, I'm not going live. I want to go live. No, I'm going.
Yeah, just be careful.
Yeah. I may just record it and just edit.
Yeah, I did the bad bits out.
Yeah,
because there's nobody's gonna watch 5 hours.
No pressure.
Yeah.
Be a better idea.
Yeah.
Nah, Jamie, I'm not that bothered about the national. To be honest, it's not really my thing. I don't really. I'm not really a fan of horse racing stuff. I think it's a bit cruel. I know they like it, but I still think it's a bit cruel. Personally,
I'll put I have no idea what. I just go for a name. Just no idea. Don't follow it all year. All right, Free Ride.
I know some people are big into it, man, but it just.
Yeah.
I could care less with that. I'm not really bothered either way. Like I can. It's Friday still, buddy, for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I put Saturday because it'd be Saturday in like 10 minutes.
Have you put that
Saturday, yeah. The thumbnail says Saturday because I thought by the time I go fucking sit live, it'd be Saturdays. Nobody will have any idea. Right, Michael. I thought by the time that people trickle in, give it like 5-10 minutes, it'd be fucking Saturdays.
Yeah.
I'll also be honest with you, right? I thought it was Saturday today. Fucking, I was.
I know you said that a few times, haven't you? Thought it was Saturday.
I don't know what my head's just fucking confused.
It's like tariff day, isn't it?
Bill, Grandpa Esco went to bed, mate. He's got to work it morning, so he's gone to bed. So.
That's why I stuck up the crap out of all my brewing supplies because anticipating.
What are you brewing tomorrow then, Kev? What beer have we got?
Pale ale. A simple beer with Magnum and Cascade.
No Galaxy?
No.
Shit Galaxy or good Galaxy.
The cheapest Galaxy you can find. Yeah.
Galaxy far, far away.
I had to laugh actually. Somebody said the Trump situation in America sounds like it starts with a Star Wars movie. Like it fucking does. There's like the sprawling fucking text like yeah. It's like, mate, it's worrying that it fucking does, yeah.
Yeah, and I got all my stuff for the London Pride beer.
Are you going to make a London Pride, Rob? I might be interested.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Because that's when you can really compare, like, because you could like
yeah,
like a whole
I have the beer to compare it to. So.
It's readily available in the UK.
Yeah, because I tweaked my recipe to match his.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty close to his recipe.
Yeah.
Right, Stephen. Now, if you're a bit Michael, it's it's Linkin Park, the Hybrid Theory 20th anniversary, I think. Fucking rest in peace, Chester, man. I was on holiday. We were on like a steak. I've been on holiday with my brother. We'd gone to like a gig and like a nerdy convention thing, and we're having a few beers. And I woke up the next day and seen Chester Bennington dead at like, I think it was 40 something. I was like, fuck, man. Like, it's one of those, it's very rare that anything really bothers me, but I was like, wow, like, it kind of dropped me a bit because from a young age, I listened to a lot of Linkin Park. They were probably the band that kind of got me into the heavier side of music and stuff. And like, I was a big fan. Like, fuck, I was like, I don't know. You never think these things are going to die, right? I was like, holy shit. I was like, wow. I was like, and the fact that it took his own life. I was like, fuck, man. I was like, so young, leaving behind a fucking wife and kids and stuff. Right, Twisted. If you want to join up, Twisted, the links in the thing you do for. All right, Flowers. All right, David. Hope you're well.
Evening, everyone.
Hello. What's up, Twisted?
Morning.
Good. All right, Rick. If you want to join up, I can find
Rick.
you.
Right, well, mate.
Where is Rick? Rick.
Who's there? Sunflower, Bill, Twisted, Michael.
Where is Rick? There's Rick. Yeah, honestly, Twisted, it was fucking. I don't know, but I was always a massive Linkin Park fan. They were kind of like the band that got me into, like, I guess, from like, as a kid. I say kid, like fucking not like a young adult, and I was like, I love all the fucking things, and I was like, yeah, 2017 it was July the 20th, and I woke up, and I went. I was just like numb. I know it sounds stupid. Right, Rick.
How you doing, guys? Sorry, I'm not in the brewery tonight. I was a bit late in, so finishing work. So you're gonna have to take me as you find me.
Michael, I'm actually a fan of Emily, man. I think Emily's doing a fucking great job, right? They're not trying to replace Twisted. Chester.
Not trying to
Emily's doing her own thing, Chester's left, man. Chester
said it again.
It's because I can see Twisted in the chat. That's why I'm looking at Twisted's comments. Chester left. Chester gone through his own thing, man. And it's a shame. It's so fucking shit, but yeah. How are you, Rick? You all right?
Yeah, good. How are you guys?
Not bad, not
Very
bad.
well, thank you.
You missed us, myself and Esco eating the century egg.
Ooh.
It was not.
Yeah.
It was great.
If you go back and watch on
I'll find it.
Esco's, tell you, I even got my daughters to do it as well. It was like,
I was wondering where you guys was. I was looking at lives tonight. I thought Friday night live. The guys are about, aren't they?
It was on
I did share it out and about, but I don't know if people actually what.
Like I say, I've been at work. I was late in, guys, and my wife went to work, so I had to do stuff, and then I was. I've been late into the party.
I'll have to skip forward where I can find the. There we go. So, my mum came in to watch them eat these fucking rank egg things. So these are the eggs.
Oh. It smells like, I think, dog food.
Dog food.
Dog food. Oh, it just stinks.
Are they fermented?
Yeah, they're
preserved.
Okay. Yeah, imagine that before, but like all the fucking time. Watch.
Mr. Wilson says, hi, Simo's mum. Absolutely vile.
So Esco only had half, right? That fucking stink. He's fishing his head laughing.
Who's that his thing?
It's a lot darker than I expected.
Can't even peel it.
Yeah, Rob couldn't fucking. Rob having.
Wow. No, Nelly.
Piss.
Oh.
Esco only had half, right? Rob at the.
It smells like a.
What is going on?
I mean, you shouldn't.
Oh, it's good.
Oh.
We all know what else got best. Come on, Rob tried to eat the entire egg, and then Rob was like, "Enough."
Like somebody.
Yeah, Rob at the entire thing. He's like, "I can't swallow it." I'm not surprised, Rob.
So, from a medical point
right.
of view, guys,
Rob,
I would definitely discourage that.
But Rob then got his daughters involved. Rob, to be fair, the Rob's daughters then decided to have a try, and Rob's son, they were not overly keen.
No. It was a good laugh, though. it was
then
really.
Rob was like, I'm going to get Rob to stitch you the shit up.
Yeah, I'll do that on the other channel.
And I love pickled eggs. I'm a big fan of pickled
I
eggs.
love pickled
my
eggs.
in-laws go and get them from Booker's from me. I have a big thing of pickled eggs. I'll eat them all day long, but
yeah, they're different.
Yeah, fair play to everyone that tried. I just don't think I could. I said to Rob, genuinely, I just, if something smelled like pee, I couldn't put it near my mouth. I was like, nah, I just couldn't do it.
looks like you've had a great night, guys.
All right, Alaska, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well.
I've been on the, like I say, the lower ABV beers tonight because I'm meeting up with Slurpee tomorrow, having a few pints with Slurpee Dave. So
no way.
Yeah,
I'm such a fan of Slurpee Dave.
Yeah,
We need to get a group together. Do you know what? I was involved with the I don't know if you've seen it, the Brew Tubers last year and a couple of years. I've been over to the Brew Shed in Retford.
Yeah.
I met some amazing people, but I'll tell you what, the new thing could be
no worries, Craig.
Going and seeing Slurpee Dave.
Yeah,
I'd love to do that.
I met him a couple of years.
Bloke.
I was living a couple of years back. We met up in Macclesfield, and then like tomorrow he's on a canal trip. So he said to me like, my daughter's gonna drop me off, and we're gonna go and meet up. And he said, if you come in the morning, you can come on the canal. We can go on the boat trip and stuff, or meet in the afternoon. And we're gonna go to Four Priests Brewery. So we're gonna have an afternoon. So it'll be
my God! See, it's amazing because I've been meaning to meet up with him. We're supposed to be going and doing a collab. So he got me over 1,000 subs on my YouTube.
Alaskan, that is incredibly generous, man. Like that is very, very generous. Like that is crazy, man. Like that's a lot of money. Like that's like a good fucking 2-3 hours work for some people, man. That is very, very, very generous of you. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate that. I will. I mean that perhaps these beers, man. I'll definitely get some reviews out. I'll put them towards these beers, man. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Like Mr. B.
It'll be a good afternoon. I'm sure there'll be sure Slurpee will put some sort of video out at some point. I might do a short one. Yeah. So
it's just so funny.
There'll be me, Gluggy Duggy, Half Pint Pig. We're all gonna have a few beers.
Yeah.
I'm
too much fun.
So jealous already. I'd love to be one of those. They're so funny.
Yeah, looking forward to it. It's a couple of years.
Me and Rob just organised to meet up in May. We're going to do the Friday in May before with David Wilson. David Wilson's comes in the chat quite a lot. He's doing the beer festival on the Saturday, so we're going to go out for a few on the Friday night and afternoon.
So I'm not exactly sure where you guys are in. Mr. B and Josh, I'm not sure where you are. I know where Sharky is. I'm not getting.
I'm Preston and Rob's Greater Manchester, so.
Okay.
There's only like, realistically, it's like half an hour, 40 minutes for me to Rob, and sort of from like that to Manchester. There's not, but it's pretty close. Really. It's only like 30 miles.
Yeah. I suppose the best way for me to describe it, I'm quite near to Manchester Airport, so I can pretty much anywhere from North Wales is close, Cheshire, Chester, Preston.
The trouble is with me, Lincolnshire is like the second biggest county in the UK. I'm an hour from a train station or a motorway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a beautiful county. I love living here, but it just takes so long to get anywhere.
Yeah.
You're not too far from the golf course, though, are you, Rick?
I can walk across the road, the home of the British Golf Union. Yeah, I can wander across there.
Go and watch Rick's latest video. You'll see his golf clothing change every time he has a different beer.
He loves a bit of the old golfers races. He's
He's got the Calgary hat on, he's got the Under Armour hat on, and he's got the Under Armour tee.
Do you know, it's really funny because if I did a YouTube video on golf, I'd probably have 1 million subscribers now. But I'm just too passionate about golf. I'm just too passionate about brewing. That's what I do. That's what I do.
Here comes trouble.
Boy.
How are you, Jag? You're right, mate.
Right, mate. Warmed up. I've turned up the fucking. It was cold.
Cold. You should start.
Craig said he'd be about 20 minutes.
Yeah, he's on bus, isn't he?
He's on the bus, yeah.
The old bus.
He's on bus.
On bus.
I feel like I need to up my game's not very. I'm not in the brewery. I need to do something with this. I feel substandard.
He on the old homebrew.
My normal
drinking. The question is, are you drinking homebrew? Or are you drinking somebody else's beer?
I am. Well, I was drinking a shot of shoddy. Well, so it's my first 45-minute mash and 30-minute boil, which the video's out. I haven't done the tasting yet.
Oh, Rob and Kevin now, they're getting proper nerdy. You see the faces like
45 minutes.
A beer the nerds again.
So we've called. I put it out to people on BrewTube Official. I called it Roadrunner because I thought that was funny because it's fast, and somebody came up with Boiled the Dash. That's what the video's called. So I've actually recognised I'm going to recognise the guy from BrewTube Official with the name because I didn't make it up. I might send him some beer as well, actually. But my bottling of beer is terrible at the minute. But what a great name! And I contacted him actually on Messenger, going, "You are my new make my beer names up because I'm rubbish at it." But Boiled the Dash, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Genius, and I'm rubbish at that, but it's amazing. I can't.
What beer? What style is it?
It's a pale ale. I'd have to get my book because I just started. You know, it's bizarre.
That's how you know he's a proper nerd, right? Was like Rob, let me have my book. He's like,
it's actually bizarre because seriously, I'm not lying about this. I've been watching for some lives tonight, specifically you, Simo, and you wasn't there. So I started. I watched them a bit with my daughter. My wife's on nights, and then I was like, "Oh, I'll get some beers." I was late in from work again. I was supposed to finish at 6, and I got home at 7:30, and I was like, "Oh, right, I'm gonna have a couple of beers," and I was like, "Right, tomorrow, because I'm gonna do the tasting of this tomorrow," but because I did the brew day video of this probably bloody 6 weeks ago. Because I've got so many videos on the go, I need to remember what the taste. I started watching it, and then Simo thing popped up from the top of my iPad. I was like, "Hang on!" I started watching it. So yeah, I'd already got it in my hand. So yeah, it's
interesting.
It's a pale ale because I didn't put many bittering hops in it, but I used a load of hops up to do it. Yeah,
yeah.
You can have Robin Shark. Try their version.
You know what I will say is interesting about a hotel. Look at this glass. It's like a fucking one of them glasses you get in the tap rooms now.
Like
Oh yeah.
It
like
Why does it look massive?
It looks fucking.
Have you got tiny hands?
It's
That's the size of his cock. Fucking tiny.
I always put my cock in my.
I mean, the head on that looks.
Oh, sorry.
That's what she
Look
said.
at that. It's beautiful.
What are you drinking, Jack? What is it?
Fuck it. I bought some beers from Love Lane, Baltic.
Fuck, you don't get that scraping the barrel like Jack. Fuck.
Oh, no.
It's actually not bad, that Baltic lager.
The head looks beautiful.
I didn't think I want to bring some crackers away.
I'm getting a beer too.
I've got a little fridge though. Look in the room because I upgraded. I thought, God, I have a fucking fridge.
Have you got some German beers in there as well?
Yeah. I've got about fucking 20 of them still at home, so I thought better.
Oh, man.
That Benedict.
You know that fucking He about 15 years away when he weren't drinking. And then a week later he went, fuck it, I'm back on the fucking beer. I didn't give all this fucking booze away.
My fancies, my
Also, I said, Craig, it looks a bit fucking fancy. The bed tells you all, man. It's actually a fucking bed. The bed is massive.
That's what she said.
Yeah, stay, man. It's huge, man. It's fucking massive. Jack's got he's got his fancy fucking everything, right?
But I got this from Lidl or Aldi the other.
Was that Stuart? Stuart Brewing?
Stuart Brewing, New Relic, Mosaic.
It's no money, and okay, I take it as I find it normally, but this, and I brew with Mosaic a lot. This has not got. This is Mosaic. I can't believe it. I was good. This is my only one left. I've got about 8 of them. Has anyone done a video on it?
Not seen it.
I'll be honest with you. I don't shop in Lidl.
Well, I'll tell you what, you will not go wrong with that. That is, I can't believe the quality of that. I'm
going to get one now and review it.
I'll tell you what, that ain't bad. This ain't
Why
bad.
don't you review it, Rick?
Well, yeah. Well, I've just searched. I thought I drank the last one, to be fair, but I don't normally do commercial brews, do I? Because I normally do.
Yeah, your reviews are good.
But I'm not very good at. I do the odd one to fill in a video, but I'm not. I'm not the standard you guys are.
No, but they're really genuine and they're the truth. So they're honest.
See, I feel I have my place.
That's very kind of you.
I feel I have my place, and beer reviewing from commercial breweries is not my. I'm just not. I don't think I'm very good at it.
I think you are. I enjoy your review.
Oh, bless you, but
also, Monkey Man, if you subscribe to Not Tonight Honey, there you can watch Mr. B, who's next to me, and Escobar, who's on in the chat. They were eating a century egg, which is a fermented duck egg, right? And it was.
I need to watch that.
It looked vile. I won't mind, but fair play, right? After they ate it, Twisted had a little try, and then Rob's daughters even had a try. So it became a family affair. They all tried the nasty eggs. I'll be honest with you, mate. You'd have to pay me to fucking look at one.
I won't do another one. I won't do it again.
The best one watching Rob. He's like, I feel like a hamster. He's trying to also gag.
Yeah.
Obviously, right. Go and check out Not Tonight Honey. Right. Go and subscribe. They've got 203 subscribers. That's criminal, man.
Yeah,
they should have way more subscribers, right? They do videos, they do shorts, they do live streams. They do a bit of all sorts. They're live every single Thursday and stuff. And you've got Twisted and Esco, and I couldn't do it, so.
Yeah, it was a good. It was a
Definitely
good.
Don't subscribe to Craig. Now his hair's gone, Craig.
This did
Craig. It's Craig.
I want a camera like Rick's that follows you.
I know the PJT bought one, but you don't have to use it.
This is only my iPad Pro. I've got a gimbal that does that, but I find it really disconcerting when I'm doing a video. I've actually pulled out one of my commercial brews just because you guys are there. Just to treat
Disco King, is it? Disco.
Yeah, is it? It is. Is it any good?
I don't know, but I know that Disco will be having he'd be having kittens right now. I'd be getting very excited.
Turning point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't they
Turning
Liverpool
point,
based?
Turning
Turning Point.
I can't find an ABV though.
I could be wrong. Turning Point Liverpool.
No, Yorkshire.
What? I can find an ABV. Look, because it's massive.
Can't find an ABV. Fucking hell.
Guys, it's been a really long day at work.
You managed to reach spectrum.
Fucking hell.
You managed to get
You know, Simo, I can't find the name of this beer on this can. I really can't find the name of this beer.
Fair comment. Absolutely fair comment. And I've not eaten. I can't say I'm drunk because I've not been home that long.
Look at the colour of that.
That's what
another.
I'm
That's that is a what is it? Blackjack. It's a summer bitter. They call it.
Oh yeah, I had that.
3.4%. I mean,
Oh.
that is stunning.
That is beautiful in a proper glass as well.
That's it.
Yeah.
I got 4 of those dimple glasses from my father-in-law that are proper 1970s, the original.
Proper.
Honestly, Rick, right? If you've got a few quid to spare, Rick, they're called Blackjack Brewing in Manchester, and you can get, I got 12 beers for about 40 quid, including delivery, and they've all been stunning so far. They're proper quality, like very, as Rob said, underrated. The proper quality, like they're just it sounds stupid, but you can taste like the passion into the beers, man. Like,
yeah, that's it.
They're so well made.
I understand that. I understand that comment because I get it. I can feel the passion. I can feel.
Like for people that don't drink, they think, "What the fuck is he on about?" But
yeah, I get it.
You can really taste the difference between like somebody's put a lot of passion and effort into a beer that's just gone out. Well, and here's a fucking mass-produced whatever.
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, I've got summer's coming, Rob, but I've got a 80 shilling and a vanilla stout sat conditioning, and summer's coming. What have I done? And I feel like 25 kilo bag of pills there.
I feel like what we need is a Mr. B and a Rickshaw homebrew crossover. Like, you guys need to like make the same beer.
Collab, yeah.
And like a collab, be like, and then send something and then see.
I'm gonna if Mrs. B doesn't pull a face, I'm gonna bottle some of my. I've got an American brown ale and I've got the red IPA, the second version which you had last night, and I'm thinking of taking it and giving it to Andy tomorrow at 4 Priest just so he can try some homebrew.
I feel that's a very good idea, bro.
And then I'll buy a couple of his beers and maybe review them as well.
Do you know what? Say hi to Andy from me while you're there. I know you've probably got a lot on, but I've met him. I met him at the
Ralph?
meetup, and we got
that's
the
Regan.
house on fire.
Regan's a bit of a dog.
Regan's a fucking werewolf.
Now she looks like she's going to come over and smack me one.
Regan says he's a fucking werewolf.
American werewolf in London.
I want to make dark, Regan. We need to help the fucking moon last fucking hell, Jesus.
The way she howled. They thought it was
That
Ralph.
was the fucking moon, Rob. I think he knows about me a werewolf, Rob. Just so you know.
That's why she. Yeah, we don't see her all day. She's in bed.
Yeah. A fucking werewolf, yeah.
I see some bear went over to 4
Yeah, Liam.
2 weeks. Yeah,
Liam.
brilliant. I followed him as well.
Yeah, Liam's a nice lad. I met Liam through Lord's Brewing because I did a beer with Lord's Brewing.
Did you?
And I met Liam then because Liam went to the beer as well. And my beer went to Great British Beer Festival with Lord's Brewing, the New Wave IPA, which was
You've done some stuff, haven't you? You're like a proper celebrity. It is. Do you know what? I can remember that I was a little bit drunk on the last meetup, and I was like, at the end of it, I can remember going, "Mate, I'm a big fan," but I wasn't. It wasn't a drunken chat. It was. I am a big fan. I'm a big fan of you. You're amazing. You do great stuff.
Yeah, we need a Rickshaw, Mr. B collab.
And I think you probably prove your own brewing as well. I mean, I understand you have to put a lot of content out with your content of drinking beers, but your home brewing is great, and I don't think you do enough of that.
Yeah.
You don't push
there was myself, Rob, and Craig, and we actually did Rob's Rye IPA and Rob's West Coast. But to be fair to Rob, he said, just FYI, he said, they probably won't be as great as they were because they were brewed earlier in the year. Rob had a bit of setback, he's had some family things and stuff. So he until kind of made end of February, really, which is ridiculous. As I was saying to you, mate, it's crazy that it took that long, but kind of end of Feb, kind of March before Rob was, back to him, it could get back to some sort of normality, which is crazy, It's.
See, I'd love to do one of these and send some beer to Rob and you, Simo, and whoever, but I've got some proper packaging problems. But sending out. The only thing I can do effectively at the minute is bottle conditioned beer, and bottle conditioned beer is so. I mean, Rob, you could open a beer and it'll be flat as a flat can, and Simo could mess up his proper air and it could all be sticky, couldn't it? Same cake. It's just so ridiculous. It drives me nuts because having it here on tap, I'm sat here drinking it, and I could be BSing it, couldn't I? I could say anything, couldn't I?
Yeah.
But sending it out, I used to send it out loads. And Big Banana and everyone used to get loads of my beer. It's all over the internet, but it was just so unpredictable.
I more like but not my beer.
What have you got? A counter pressure bottle filler, or have you not?
Yeah, no, I've just bottle conditioned. So I'm pressure fermenting at the minute. I have got a Nuka taps on my kegerator, and I've got one of those things that screw onto it that can go into a bottle, but I haven't used it yet because I don't think it's. I'm sure you have to over carbonate a beer to get it into a bottle to then send it out, don't you?
Well, I don't, but
I mean, I don't know because I haven't done it, to be fair. But that's
no, you
that's
don't.
my understanding.
I just keep mine, but I use the cooler tap. You got that?
The cooler tap.
The device, the cooler tap, and you could plug it into your Nuka tap and bottle from it.
Okay.
It's expensive though. It's expensive. That's the problem with it.
Have you done a video on it?
I've done a cooler tap video where I've done it from a keg, not from a tap.
Can you do one from a tap so I can follow it again?
That's it, Rob.
Then I can do.
Crack on, Rob. Get to you, Rob. Crack on, mate. Get that fucking video out.
I need people to follow to teach me.
It's an
man, you've got Brew a bit rickshaw and you've got Mr. B, right? You're supposed to be the main man, Rick. You are the man that's supposed to be the homebrew master here.
Yeah, Rick's.
Me?
You're the man that's telling me I've got.
I'm absolutely as they go along. I know nothing.
This is Ricky's. He's like, my garage is basically just a broom plant now. He's like, I've got a fucking, he's like, I've got 6 beers in there.
Well, it is, but I just make it.
You guys are
I don't make any expectations that I know what I'm doing ever on my videos. I always say I'm fudging it as I go along, and that's all I'm doing.
For you homebrewers, right?
For anybody.
What do you guys think about the pinter? Like, what are your guys' views on the pinter? Do you think it's good? Is it bad?
I'd use it if I built my own recipe, made my own worts. I'd use a pinter for that, but I wouldn't fancy using the syrup stuff and using their. I could use it. I was trying to a fermenter.
It's great if it's sat in the corner of your place and you want to chuck something in it and drink some good beer.
I was trying to buzz about this, albeit no idea, Barry, because we were saying that Guinness is now come onto the pinter.
Has it?
Which will obviously you will bring a whole new fucking host of people to kind of homebrewing beer, the whole homebrewing kind of beer world, right? I was saying it can be a good thing because should these people either try the pinter and go, what a lot of shit, let me try something else, or go, this is great, but I now want to try my own kind of fucking homebrew thing, right? Surely that people will go from, you would assume A equals fucking big CD or whatever, you know. Or maybe not. Maybe you know, what a lot of shit. Fuck this,
I
you know,
think
but-
people who drink Guinness will be very disappointed with Pinter because you're not going to get the nitro. You're not going to
Because-
get. It's not going to be the same beer.
As was
when you
saying, there's
start
another,
pouring out that Pinter.
there's another stout on the Pinter called.
Even I would say, not being a brewer, I wouldn't expect them to get the same Guinness they get out of a fucking tap on that Pinter thing.
No.
Can't remember what it's
No,
called.
you've got to
Boris.
have nice. You've got to have
There
a
is
nice
another pint.
home
There's
brew.
another stout on the Pinter, and he said that's way better. But I would assume Guinness being the current like fucking hype beer. I don't know why, 'cause it's fucking shit.
I've got
I
to be,
will
got to
say,
be
a lot
honest.
of the fitness people was drinking Guinness tonight. They love
So I
it.
prefer more. I prefer Murphy's or Caffrey's
Yeah, Murphy's. And, yeah.
by a million miles.
Yeah. There's so many other nitro beers out there that are better than Guinness.
And
on
I'm
nitro.
talking not craft. I'm talking like run of the
Yeah,
mill.
commercial.
I'm not talking about going down the line of other
Yeah.
other stouts that are craft brewed. Not. You
Yeah,
know.
that-
Yeah,
that's the
Murphy's
new-
is
the
probably
new-
the better.
The
And
new
then-
hype thing. So you get a Pinter in Guinness, which is.
I can't believe we've done it. I cannot believe
I-
this.
I must admit, I thought it was April Fool's, right? I thought that has to be April Fool's, but
Yeah.
now you've got a Pinter in Guinness. Is
You know what though? The Pinter looks pretty good in the Guinness colours.
Yeah.
first you got the Guinness, you've got your yeast. You know, it
I
all
bet
comes
that
back as
fucking
a-
will take off though. But I just
I
can't.
find it weird. So you get the pints of the brewing up the glass, right? And you get your, it's basically the packet, right? You get your yeast and your malts and your hops in the pack.
So I've been following this guy on YouTube for ages, which is called A&E Does Brews.
Mm.
And he's a guy that has like pinters, and he's been
Is he
using.
the Irish
He
guy?
lives in Ireland,
Yeah,
and that's all he does.
Yeah.
Apart, he's just started.
Do you know,
doing this
I've seen a few of his videos because
and he'll tell you
him and
everything
his,
about
him and
pinters.
his wife,
And
right?
he's honest.
They're very big into
Yeah.
it. I find it.
But I don't understand because when I prefer
Yeah.
Guinness.
How are you going to get Guinness to work?
I prefer Guinness in the bottle because I think it's got more flavour in the bottle. And the Guinness Nitro is just, for me, watery, quite bland.
Well,
Not a lot
that
of
thing on
flavour.
the top went mental, didn't it? I've never had it, but that nitro.
Oh, that
serve went
Sturgeon thing. that-
crazy.
Yeah,
If you do a nitro served YouTube video, it goes
yeah.
apparently.
But for me, the majority of Guinness drinkers want Nitro Guinness,
Yeah.
and they're not going to get that from the pinter.
And do you know,
No,
this might sound stupid, yeah, Rob, but I would bet my bottom dollar that 75% of the Guinness drinkers don't know what nitro is. They don't know what it means or what it does. All they know is that Guinness comes out, it does the thing that Guinness does, the nitro thing, but they don't know what.
Well, I think you go to a lot.
All
of
they
places
know
and
is that
a lot
Guinness
of-
does.
A lot of people don't know. The people who are pulling it don't know how to do a
That's it,
second
but
pour.
you know, a lot of the
The people that are pulling, we.
I've said this for a long time, yeah. For me, Guinness is so overrated. This whole 2-part pour, 3-point pour, if you got to do that, it means the beer ain't that fucking great, right? You've got to do this fancy ass pour. The beer is just okay. It ain't that great. You get an okay beer, right? For me, Guinness is a Guinness, right? It might differ slightly, but there's not a huge difference between 1 to 10 different Guinnesses. It's just a nitro fucking beer. Yeah, I'm a tap.
I've been to Dublin and been to the Guinness factory just because I have friends there. I mean, it was an amazing experience. You go in this room, you have all the smells of the malts and the hops, and I mean, it's very impressive. But yeah, I love a Guinness. It's a nice.
This might upset some
beer.
people
After
now,
a game of
but-
golf, I'll go and have a Guinness because it's consistent at the golf club. You
Yeah.
can't go wrong with it. But
Yeah,
do you know what? Controversially, in my fridge, I'll have a brew dog.
I've actually got a.
It's a nice one. And,
You can get that,
if I could,
you can get it out in
they've started doing that
Tesco's, right? If you get
Tesco's
Tesco's, you
started
can
doing
get
that.
Murphy's in Tesco's.
I
And I
love
think
them.
it's
I can remember
so
having
cute.
Caffrey's in Devon and Cornwall when I was there, and Caffrey's, and they're just great beers.
But yeah, if you've got Tesco's, that it's now Murphy's now Tesco's.
They've just changed. It's
Brewed
gone
under
from
license
cream
by
to black,
Heineken,
hasn't it, as
right?
well? The labelling.
I believe it's brewed under license by Heineken. Say? No, I didn't say that. But as far as I'm aware, it's brewed by Heineken. But even so, it's good to have options. They're basically like the Carlsberg of stouts, right? They are very, but they're not bad. Whereas Carlsberg, British shit, Guinness and Murphy's they're all right. You know, they're decent.
See, I always have a Guinness. I always have a stout on, and it's whatever stout I brew. I do my own base malt, and then I add to it. Like I say, the last one, the one I've got at the minute is vanilla. That's not on yet. The last one was coconut. And my father-in-law comes over and always wants a stout, and he said, "I'll never have a stout in a pub."
Yeah.
He said, "I love your stout," but it sits there for 3 months. It's really, it's got a lot of dark malts in it, if you see my videos, but it sits there for 3 months all the time. Sits there for 3 months and then goes on. And it's not got nitro. I've only got CO2. I'm not going mental with that.
Yeah.
So it's not a big creamy head. It's not, but it's sat there for 3 months. And he went, "I'd never order that in the pub, but I love yours."
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. That's the thing. It's like I was going to say, if I go into a pub and it's a cask stout, I'm going to go for the cask stout over a nitro poured Guinness
Every day.
Yeah.
every
Every
time.
day.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sorry that we're getting very near to you guys, but like, we
go
are
to a social club, if I go to a
Yeah,
social
and I don't pretend to know a lot about beer, like tasting wise. I just know what I like. I know what I like.
I'm
No,
very,
if I can-
very, very similar, right?
That are
I
all
don't pretend to know.
I'm very. I like beer.
I don't pretend to be the fucking, like the be all and like. I like what I like. I can pick some things out, but
I
the
like
more
like blondes.
I had the Sriracha Eggs thing by Brooklyn the week, which was like a weird cross between like a kind of farmhouse saison lager thing.
Sriracha Eggs.
yeah, that hot, the
I
Marmite
said,
hot.
I don't claim to be a fucking expert, it's not something that I know much about, but I enjoyed it. It was a bit fucking mad, but Jordy, I sent you a link, bro. You've not joined up. You can't be giving me some more.
Did you see my? I don't know if you guys follow me on Facebook or whatever, but do you see that a guy in America had sent me some hops that I've never?
I saw you
heard
got
of
quite a
before.
lot of hops, didn't you? Like, is it
That
kilo
good.
hops?
I'm
What's it
excited
called?
about doing something with that.
Damn good. No, good.
He
His
sent me loads of them as well. He
his
sent me
channel
like
really confused me. That
it's
name.
not even in kilograms or whatever we use.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to use them for. I'm going to have to look them up. But how nice was it? How
Yeah.
nice. I had a guy
Yeah.
send me a glass today out the middle of nowhere with a post. Someone who follows me on Facebook just sent me a glass from, what is it? I can't remember what it is.
I had to laugh, Rob. Right, I put a picture of Paul's beer up last night and put some random beer in the back of the fridge. Don't know who he's buying. Some guy put Hackney Church put. Yeah, I know that. I was winding up. Paul, he put what?
Put me a
Oh, like you totally missed the joke.
water glass up for nothing. He just sent me it because he knew I liked them.
Oh, the
It's somewhere
cloud.
in there.
Yeah.
I
So,
remember that
did you get that,
used to be
did you get that
When-
smash when it got delivered to you, though? One of them or something.
Yeah, so he sent me one. It was broken. They sent me another one. I felt so humbled.
I remember that when Brewdog were actually decent, right? They used to do one like it was the
I need to
Jack
go.
and
I'm going to go for a wee and I'll be back.
And they
What
had
year
one
was
line
that, Josh?
fucking about fucking 10
When was
years
it
ago.
decent?
And it was the jackhammer glasses, like that's mint. I don't know if you saw Rick, right? Brewdog put a thing out today.
I've been on a 14-hour shift. I've seen
And they
nothing
put
today.
it's for the 15th anniversary of Punk IPA or something. They're doing a brute punk IPA.
Oh, fucking hell.
They want £4 a can for it.
People will buy it.
Oh.
Which is a bit mad. Hang on.
I was waiting for Jake Man's
The
opinion.
link's not working.
What was you going to say, Jake Man? What's your opinion on that?
I don't know. Brewdog just seemed to have fucking totally changed, didn't they, since they've been do you know what? I've never been a massive fan of Brewdog though. Even back in the day, I didn't really like them. I was a bit of a fanboy of Beavertown, but even they've. But I like neck oil still. I don't mind the neck oil. Beavertown neck oil.
I used to.
Yeah,
I used to like Brewdog. When Brewdog first started up, right, they were actually very good. They used to do. I remember drinking like they had fucking this 5 a.m. Saint, which I quite enjoyed. There was Zombie Cake, which is a stout. There was the punk IPA they had. And then they did Elvis Juice, which was 6.5%. There was Jackhammer. Like they originally used to do some really good beers, right?
There's an orange one. What was that orange one called? Orange. I can't remember. But it started off, it was brilliant, and then it went shit. Yep.
Hey, Craig's in.
Orange.
It was on. Fucking Brewdog.
All right, Craig, you're right, mate.
Yeah, not too bad. Just
Mambo number 5.
need to I need to get some food and get a beer, I guess.
It's 12:30. Have you been at work or what? You're not eating
No
already?
fucking work. No, I've been at a beer. I've been on the beer. Yeah.
Buddy saying I can't connect. He said I think there's a bug. He's saying
He's fishing.
He said it's not the right link. I said it's definitely the right link, bro. Where's the phone?
That guy's gone fishing, and Jagman looks fucking beat.
Jagman's been fucking walking all day. He's not even been down the shagging.
No, the walk's tomorrow. But I've been out
tomorrow.
Yeah.
What have you been doing tonight? I don't want to know. Yeah.
We had a few beers.
Ooh, okay.
Is that right?
That looks like a cross.
12 miles.
Huh?
You're on mute, by the way, Rob. We can't eat.
What's it called, Rob? Can you find me on Messenger and send me a link or something?
Thanks, Twisted.
Yeah, so for you, that just goes straight in your nuka.
Yeah.
Straight in.
Does it really? Does it really?
Sorry, that question. You're straight in your what?
Gas in and...
So your gas in there.
Yeah.
Beer.
Sounds the right place.
Into your bottle.
What's it called?
It's called a cooler tap.
From where?
Malt Miller.
Tap.
Goddamn Buddy Biggs.
Malt Miller.
Oh. No, can you get it from anywhere else?
Something tells me you're not fishing.
Hang on, keep it there. Let me take a picture.
That's what she said.
Done. Okay, cheers, mate.
And there's one there.
Sponsored by Mr. B's own brew. For new one.
Kevin bought one after I got one as well because he was like,
I'm
wow.
from your dreams.
Buddy, we can't hear you, by the way. He's talking.
I know, it's really nice. It's really nice.
Can you hear me now?
No,
you sound like
a Dalek.
You sound like you're in a fishbowl.
You sound like yourself. So.
Bollington Best.
Bollington Best. That sounds nice. Very.
Yeah.
Best bitter. Oh, golden crisp bitter. Right.
Well, nice.
I've got an 80 shilling waiting to go on tap. I'm really excited. I've brewed that for about 8 years.
Oh.
And it's been sat there for 2 months. So it's going to be a proper view.
I'm talking to the chat, sorry.
No,
Stab.
It's time to fucking He's Lou Bega now with Mambo number 5.
This will be my last beer, then I have to go bed.
12. I've been up since 04:50 this morning.
Was that better?
It's not a competition. So.
Oh, proper pint pot as well there, Mr. B. Dippled.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and wash a glass and get a beer, I guess.
Do it.
What are you drinking, buddy? You drinking something decent? Are you some pirate water?
No.
You got a Bud Light?
The pirate water.
I apologize straight away.
It's some freaking like malt beverage from America.
So can you hear my voice now or what?
Can you hear that? Yeah, you still sound a bit muffled. I don't know what's going on, but you still sound a bit muffled. But...
Well, Mr. Rickshaw, it's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. B, as always. Craig with his magnificent, very attractive haircut. Of course, we got up in here.
Oh, there you go.
What have you done now, buddy? Right? Buddy, what have you done? You sound way fucking better now. We can actually hear.
What?
Oh, what are you doing then? Like, you did something and we could properly hear you, and now.
I didn't do jack, man.
You put your hand there.
You like put your hand in front of them. We could hear you brilliant, which is weird.
I'm in the house tonight. Look, I'm not in the brewery. I'm normally in the brewery.
Oh, yeah, Twisty said, move your hand back to your phone, buddy.
I don't listen to Twisted. She doesn't tell me. I think I've destroyed my phone, but I think I've destroyed my phone by taking it outside.
Right, what have you done now, buddy? You sound great. So just like stay there, yeah.
But my screen is bugging me out because it keeps leaving and coming back. Oh, we got trouble. Who's this?
Now we can hear you. Fucking trouble comes. All right, Jordy, how are you, mate?
Oh no.
Hello. Hello.
Jordy. Jordy goes through his email. Jordy goes through his fucking email face, bro. Look at him, man.
Jordy.
Jordy's just found out what emo music is this, man.
What's up?
Fucking, he'll be coming back next week, right? He'll be listening to like fucking My Chemical Romance, Evanescence, fucking, you know, be like fucking.
Do it for my Valentine, fucking.
Oh, no, you can't claim bullet.
Boys, I've got to go.
Oh no, what's the
Tomorrow.
Oh, I bet you have, Jack. I've got to go.
Oh, very good. Jack man's got to go when I'm here.
Okay, Jack, mate.
I love
What
you
are you
too,
doing, Jack?
Jack.
What are you doing? What's so important? You can't be here with us.
He's off
Because I'm here.
He's off for phones, actually. His
Listen,
new
listen,
girlfriend.
listen,
Yeah,
listen.
exactly.
Okay, the thing is, I'm
In a
too
bit.
sexy. Jackman is here. I'm too sexy. I'm too sexy. I'm here. That's why Jackman's gone.
I think I've heard of Jody's Den. Fun with friends.
I've heard of Jody's Den, not Jody.
I've heard of Jody's Den before. I've heard this. I'm sure I've heard of it. Fun with friends, beer reviews. What else is it? Music, gaming, spread the news. It's always cool at Jody's Den, so come along and bring your friends.
Jody's Den, but I've heard that Mum like Jody looks onto this wanking, bro. So, Jody, what have we been up to this evening?
That's a question.
You're on mute, by the way, Jody.
Yeah.
Jody, you're muted, you fucking bellend.
We can't hear about your spliff smoking antics.
Jody, your microphone is muted. No bueno, can't hear. In the communicado. Press unmute on your microphone, you crying.
Oi, Colin, you're muted.
Colin, yeah.
Colin.
No. He said your guests chose to mute themselves. Where the fuck is he going now? Jody, tell Colin to unmute microphone.
Look, he's looking for Colin.
The caterpillar
Hey, hey, Colin, where are you, Paul?
I love this. I love to
How
be
was your
here. I love it. Do you know what? I watch for your lives to come up to press on it. It's like my favourite place in the world.
It's like having characters. It's like a fucking new character. So it's like having a new character unlocked.
It's just you can immerse yourself in a whole new
Shagman's
crazy
gone.
world that you would never be in normally.
Shagman's gone.
He did say he's got to go. He's got to go on phone session.
Yeah, I get it. He's got to go for
on phone session.
He's shagged out the poor lad.
Dawn, Diane, fucking, it should be with D. Something to do with D.
I mean, I feel like I live in a bit of a crazy world, but this is a new experience. Always.
This is a.
We're all normal here, my lad.
I'll drop him out until he comes back. I can see him in the basement. So.
I love it.
Was it last weekend, Craig? Last weekend, right? He was Ricky Geordie's shouting out at somebody.
So he lost his shit. It was like, what the fuck is going on with him?
He was calling out somebody. He was like, "Who's that?" He goes, "What are you on about?" I was like, "You'd be calling out fucking Charles or something."
It's like having Rain Man on this panel. It's like,
who was it, Craig? He kept telling us about this person. He's like, "Who's that?" He went, "What are you on about?" I was like,
guys, I was on the weekend of nights last weekend.
It was brilliant.
You can't beat crazy when Skegness kicks off. I was in Skegness all weekend. You can't beat that.
What's that, everybody?
Sorry,
Hey,
I
buddy,
don't know what's
welcome
going
back.
on with my phone tonight. I'm feeling a dickhole.
Did you catch anything tonight?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Cole.
Cole. Yeah.
I caught one pickerel and 2 bass, and I was with my brother, and he also caught 1 pickerel and 2 bass. But
we
he
have
got
bass here in the
2
UK.
pickerels and 2 bass. And it's kind of crappy. What?
A pickle?
We have bass here in the UK.
It's very much like a pike, but the smaller species and a
Very
different pattern.
Looks good.
Without any teeth. Pike have horrible teeth and they're really grassy if you cook them.
Yeah.
So is a pickle like a jack pike in the UK?
I don't know.
Like a cucumber on that's been fermented for a long time. Like a gherkin, yeah. It's a cucumber on, I've been eating for a long time.
Pickled egg. Salt and vinegar bag of crisps. Beautiful.
We have king pickerel and we have red fin pickerel, which get a little bit larger, but they're very much like a pike. You know, northern pike. You gotta have those.
Yeah, no northern pikes. We get sand.
There's a longer snout. It's very green.
Yeah.
It has a pattern almost like chain link fence, kind of called the chain pickerel.
Over here, we get a thing called, I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a zander, which is a crossbreed between a perch and a pike.
Yeah. You know, if you catch one of them in the UK, you're supposed to kill it.
Yeah, they're an invasive species, but they breed like fuck because they kill it themselves. They're very aggressive.
You're right. How do you know if it's a fucking one of them fucking fish? Like, is there some giveaway?
I just kill it and then it doesn't matter.
Northern pike. When I go to Maine ice fishing a lot in the winter, and I catch northern pike there, and I eat them and everything. But like, they're actually an invasive species up there. They kill all the trout and stuff like that. So everywhere in the state of Maine, if you catch a pike, you're supposed to actually kill it. You're not supposed to release it.
Nice. That's nice. They're good eating though, pike. The pike are great.
They're bony.
That's a zander, yeah.
That's a zander? Dude, that looks like a walleye. But
well, it's a cross between a pike and a perch.
What do you think?
Well, you know, we have a thing here called walleye, and they call them. What they're called is a walleye pike. People call them a walleye pike, but they're actually not a pike at all. They're a perch species, and that looks like something very similar to that.
Yeah, that's got to be the same thing.
Yeah.
And for all perch species are good eating. So if they tell you to catch those fish and kill them, then cook them, because that's a very good like.
No, if they're good eating, if you long as you fillet it right, you can get some nice steaks out of it if it's a decent size.
And you know, if you don't know how to fillet a certain kind of fish, you can use.
Well, you know.
He's back.
Gordy, you're still fucking muted, bro. You are a mute. You're muted yourself. We cannot hear you.
You're muted.
You are muted, Jordy.
You're muted. There we go. Talk.
Has he got a beer?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hold on.
I know you don't do it too quiet.
Right, mute yourself. Mute yourself.
I'm putting
All right, Jordy, what have you been up to this evening? Jordy, as your father, I demand to know what you've been up to.
He's been on nowhere important. Cheers.
I've been in my house, chilling out, having a few beers.
Yeah, I know.
Having a wee talk. And
Jordy.
By the way, Craig, I see you looking good with your haircut, brother.
It is what it is. It's short. It's shorter.
Looking at the fucking white Lou Bega, mate. I'm telling you.
Yeah, the glorious haircut like me now.
Yeah, it's legit.
Me and Craig are identical twins.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
I don't know about that.
You got the same haircut. You're right. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Identical twins and best teeth forever.
Well, you know how it is.
I'm telling you, right, it's the fucking Craig is the white version of fucking Hillsborough. A Mambo number 5.
That is one serious hack.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that kind of good looking. I'll take it from anyone. Yeah. Has anyone seen Sammy? Has he got off the floor yet?
He got off the floor, Craig.
Did anyone see that? It's brilliant. He's got sleep apnea, that lad. Fuck.
I seen that he was live earlier.
He fell off his chair, and it's like, oh my god.
He fell asleep, and then I think I still said he's quite fucking dead to me in the head.
No, I got Adam to like, look, you've got to shut this down. When he finished work, he said, look, he's fallen off his chair and he's got sleep apnea. He's sleeping on the floor.
I better never fall asleep on a live stream because when I'm asleep,
Like, get to bed, you paid like how many dollars for a hotel room and you're sleeping on the floor. It's like, what the fuck?
I was saying, Craig, I think a lot of beer drinkers don't realise that alcohol can cause sleep apnea because alcohol fucks with your respiratory system and all that shit.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I've got a touch of sleep apnea because it just is what it is. But although I'm controlling it. I've got one of them gum things you put in your mouth and all that.
Yeah,
sleep.
One of them.
I've got one of them sleep kind of apps where it records you farting and whatever, farting, talking, and a whole lot. It's like any noise you make.
Rick being the health professional, right? He looks horrified. He's like, "What's a waste of money?" He's like, "That's shite."
No, but if you're trying to work out what's going on when you're asleep, for your health, and it's like, I don't mind paying that for a few months just to see what's going on,
Yeah,
and I've got sleep apnea, but it's helped since I've had the breathing gum thing. It's been really good.
I had sleep apnea, and I had diabetes, and I beat all of that.
Yeah, there you go.
You see a lot of people saying, "Buy these nose strips." She's like, "No."
So the story of the day, I was so looking forward to it. I was so excited for these nasty ass eggs, for these century eggs, and I ended up missing it because I was out in like kayak fishing all day and everything like that. So I just did my thing. But I can't rewatch this now.
Don't say anything because I haven't watched it yet. I will watch it back.
All right, I gotta watch it back as well.
It wasn't a live thing, was it? Because I was looking at
it was on. I've had the link for you.
Oh, why didn't I see it? Because I was looking tonight.
I'll watch it back. I'll watch it
Whose
back.
channel?
Oh, Twister, I have to see it. I wanted to see it so bad today, but then I got a chance to go kayak fishing with my brother.
I saw the video.
Whose channel
was it on?
It's in the chat now, Rick.
Oh, don't worry. I already have it. I got the I'll be over there to see that tonight. Probably right before I go to sleep. I'll watch that left by us.
Spoiler alert! I got my daughter to come on camera and do it as well.
Yeah, Rob loved it that much. She's like, "Come and try this."
Nice. I would never do that. See, I'd never do that. I will never.
I will watch it back. So
My daughter's 20.
no spoilers, please.
Dude, if anybody ever wants to have an eating contest, like how fast you can eat Jello or pizza or anything like that, I'm your man. But I'm not going to eat anything gross.
No, I'm not after this tonight.
I'm track.
Okay, that's enough.
I don't think that I would. I wouldn't hoist eat one. I don't think.
Dude, I'll pick up a worm and eat it. But I sure as hell ain't eating no sensory egg.
Yeah,
I'll eat a worm. But
either.
I mean, I'd
do them challenges, but no.
I'd eat many things, but one of them dodgy eggs.
All
One of them dodgy eggs in clay, they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, I'll eat the bugs. I'll eat the chocolate covered bugs or whatever it is. Jordy was an absolute.
We're in Easter now. It's all about licking out Cadbury's cream eggs for me.
Oh, my wife loves Cadbury cream eggs.
They're very good.
That makes no sense. He just popped out. I'm just so used to happy. That's why I was like, yeah.
Hey, Angie, how you doing? You're right.
How do you eat yours?
Jordy, he's like one, man. You get that fucking stone, you won't know the difference.
Dude, okay, listen, Simo, Mr. Big Shot Simo Sips here. He took a cricket and he went like nibble it with like one big tooth and the one was like,
Anyway, yeah, we're not talking about
I swear to God, I swear to God, they were discussing it was dry carpet.
Simo,
dry carpet.
Jordy, you be that stone, right? You won't even know you like. It's a Dr. Seuss green egg. I don't even worry about it, Paul. You fucking just destroy it.
They're good practice, Twisted, for me anyway. It's been such a long time since last Easter.
Craig, nobody's that desperate, mate. Trust.
Since last Easter.
Can you see
a long time ago.
Yeah.
I can still remember. When that cream
you look very cool in a dark room with shades on. It's very cool.
I know there's a bit of sunglasses theme going there. Isn't
I know. You know, I can't. I wouldn't be able to see anybody with them on.
When I get my chance. Sorry, I can't sing for shit.
How's that bitter? Is it good?
Really good, really bready.
You know what? It's underrated. Bitter is massively underrated.
I love best bitters. Love them.
Me too.
They are the best.
Yeah, they're not quite ordinary.
No, they're not quite ESB. They're not.
They're not extra special. They're just best bitters.
Just a little bit too much for me. It was lovely, but just a bit too strong.
You know where I'm going. Just stupid.
So, Craig, what was the best thing you've had today then on your beer adventures?
Didn't really try. Like I had 3 beers from Azvec, so I had the West Coast Pilsner. That was banging. I had something butterfly. I can't remember what it's called now.
How many videos you done tonight, Craig?
None. No, I've just been drinking.
You not recorded any?
Craig, you Johnny's new dad?
Yeah.
I don't do videos.
You both got the same shades on. So I reckon that Craig might be Johnny's dad, you know. I've been looking for Johnny for a while, but I reckon you might have found him, man.
Well, you never know. It's a small world.
Never know. You never
know. World of laughter.
I've not actually been up to.
In the mid-90s, Craig, when you were around the Glasgow area.
No, I'm just trying to think where I was having my cream eggs back then.
In the mid-90s when you were around the Glasgow area.
I can't remember, but then you never know.
That's it, yeah.
I can never imagine
Craig. I'll be back in a second.
If Craig, okay.
Just check his calendar. Like, what's up?
Sim, I could never imagine you and Craig in Glasgow. If I did, then I'll tell you something. If you ever come to Glasgow, Simo, Craig, whoever else wants to join, We're going to go to the West End. The West End of Glasgow. Innocent Gun Taproom. And then we're going to go to Beer Hall. Beer Hall first. And then West End.
I've been to. Do you know Merry Hill? Merry Hill?
Yes, I do.
My gran was from
Merry
there.
Hill.
Yeah,
Oh,
my gran was from there, and she met. I mean, I'm 52, but we used to go back there to Glasgow and Merry Hill, and
All right.
my gran. I mean, your accent's pretty easy, but I was 9 before I understood the word my gran said. She lived in Lincolnshire probably 10 years before I was born. She just never lost her accent. It was so broad. But a beautiful place. I toured Scotland. I toured that area on a motorbike about 10, 15 years ago. And I got a week of great weather. Bizarre. Beautiful place.
That's awesome.
I mean, bar the glass.
Oh, nice sim. Enjoy. That was cloudy. That was nice.
I got no room.
Mary Hill, I have been there. I've been there.
Why have I got too many cans everywhere? It's like...
My uncle was an RAC man there.
Was he a very nice man?
I don't know. I was 4 when I went. I can't remember.
It might be another company. I don't know.
Buddy, how was your kayaking?
I can't tell you that. It's a secret.
Do.
No,
Are you guys staying on a bit?
Dude, at the beginning of the live stream,
we're staying on. Grab another one.
What we call a big highway, right? You call it like what, a motorway? You're talking about like a 4-lane high-speed highway.
Yeah, so I mean, the fact we invented them, right? They're called motorways, yeah.
I was underneath at the beginning. I did a quick live stream while I was kayaking today, and I was underneath a major motorway. There was graffiti and everything, and underneath the bridges in this river. And yeah, it was nice. But other than that, nice nature and canoeing. And good. But I caught a pickle.
You caught a pickle? Don't know how you caught pickle, my lad. But...
Craig, what's with the shades? I feel like I can't get used to the sunglasses.
I've got no black eyes.
I always wear the shades.
No one's hit me yet.
Just a Geordie 2.0 man.
Oh God, I'll take them off.
Yeah.
No, Craig is too cool to be.
I'm joking.
You know, I went to Glasgow. I went to Glasgow about a week and a half ago. I went to Glasgow about a week ago, and Jody would not meet me. He was waiting for me in the Innocent Gun.
It sounds familiar.
Buddy.
Buddy, I wish you were.
It's
I wish
Glas.
you were in Taproom. I would be there.
So it's like Glas, GLAZ, and then G.
First of all, it's not called Z. That's a person's name. It's called Z.
Z.
So we pronounce it.
Z.
Like a bit like glass with a Z, like glass, and then like a
Glasgow.
I'll take them off just so we're not related.
Jody, how would you pronounce Glasgow?
Glasgow.
So,
it smells like fucking fish and chips, man. What's going on here?
Glazgo. Glasgow.
I think you've got an obsession with fish and chips, Craig, because you like, I need fish and chips, and you like, I want a
Yeah, but I haven't ordered fish and chips, mate. That's what fish and chips.
What did you order?
Kebab.
I love a kebab.
You ordered fish and chips last weekend.
It smells like it, though. It smells like fish and chips. What the fuck? They're using the same oil.
Fish and chips.
I think it's just...
fish and chips arriving.
I can eat kebab. It's bloody one.
The paper smells like fish and chips.
The last time we was on stream, we was trying to guess what Craig ordered.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I said, it's for the fish and chips from last weekend turned up now.
I brought some extra pita bread just in case for the win.
I love a kebab. Do you know what? Let me show you this. My daughter tonight went for
my once-a-month treat.
It's not an American thing. We don't have kebab like you have kebab. If somebody says kebab, you're thinking about shish kebab. You're thinking about like chunks of either like steak
Donna.
or chicken or shrimp
Donna.
and vegetables on a
Donna.
skewer. cooked on a
I've got
barbecue.
chicken and doner kebab here. I've got
But we
two.
don't have like kebabs where it's like the mince and the spices on
I
a stick like that.
no mint. No
Who the
mint.
fuck is mint on it? Right, buddy. You need to come to the UK, man. We need to give you
Chili sauce, mayonnaise, whatever. You have mint sauce on a lamb chop. Not a
British
Can we talk about beer? Because it's making me hungry and I've had my tea.
All right. Okay.
It's just going to make me want to eat something, and I'm fat anyway.
So,
beer.
You've got Mr. B and Rick, right?
I'm drinking one of
What
these.
is your collab beer going to be? Like, what do
Kebab.
you reckon your collab
Oh, dude, see, you really like a bitter,
The
don't
kebab
you?
beer.
You really like a bitter, and I really like a hoppy beer.
I don't mind either. So
What about an IPL?
No.
yeah, lager takes too long to brew.
It's just horrible.
It takes too long to brew as well.
Do you know
so.
what? When I started brewing, I started
This
doing
is
all the
this
and I
fucking
got
Rick's got
pulled
about
into
10
black
fucking
IPA.
things. This one's not one. Rick's
That's
got about
What?
6.
Look, keep me out of it. Brew what you want to brew. I'll drink it.
Brewer style is real.
Me too.
Don't make crap up.
I'm
I
not.
say, when I
You
started,
do your own
I got
American
soaked
brown,
on
not your
black
own.
IPA.
Free beer
And it
is
was
like.
just crazy thing to do.
Have you done a New England, Rob?
We
Yeah.
talked about that, didn't we?
I'm trying to think what Rob hasn't done.
Rob's done
It's like-
everything. Rob
I've had that
can
many
brew
beers.
beer.
I've Rob like, what hasn't Rob done?
I've even got a spontaneous beer that's a year old, still in the fermented, like a lambic at the moment.
Oh, you see, that's
I know
crazy.
you. I know that one thing
Martin
you've got to
Bailey.
Rob
Have you
is
seen Martin
amazing
Bailey?
shit.
He
Yeah.
does a lot of lamb. He can. He's the master of lambics.
I know that I said about a lager, but you can make lager takes fucking forever, doesn't it? Because
Yeah, well, unless
the
you
word
do,
lager doesn't mean that long.
if you do the pressure fermentation, then you can have one in 2 weeks.
I'd be interested to see like Rob, because I reckon that Rob could make an awesome.
Josh,
lager.
watch
Rob
my last
lager is
video,
very boring
dude.
style.
What's my last video?
Yeah.
Obviously, I know that lagers are probably for a lot of people it's a boring.
Well, it's the Pilsner, but same thing.
Like, a lot of people say, lager's boring, right? A lot of people say, oh, it's shit, but like,
If you can brew a lager, then you're a good brewer. That's the way.
I
it works.
did a
That's a good
Citra hops lager. It was incredible.
Well, maybe not then. I don't know.
Beer comes in a can or a bottle.
I'm joking.
I have just bought my first 25 kilo bag of Pilsner malt.
Now, fair play.
So I've been doing
I did.
Pilsner
Hell,
proper
nearly
lager
I
yeast
found.
and Nova lager yeast.
Rob, it's
Legend.
funny, look at his book, man. He's got a bigger book.
Yeah, you got a books.
Like on a clean down cycle.
Put Rick's last video on and look at the different
And I will
golf
do a
tops.
side by side.
This is it. This is his last video. It was the lager one.
Is that the
Was that Thursday?
One day ago.
which one am I on
Agreed
about?
Pilsner
Then?
is
One before it.
Mangrove.
Yeah, that's the one.
No.
Oh,
Are you looking at the
Go to videos and then
Centre Parks?
bang, bang. I'm a taxi driver.
He did the Sabro one. He did the new microphone.
is that the video list or is that like
Sorry, I'm just.
what's
watching.
that first one there?
That one. That's
Yes,
his,
that one.
his lager.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
I'm really.
Yeah, you can
One
see
more.
look, you can see Rick's thumbnail was his golf kit.
Yeah.
I kept coming home from golf and trying the beer. Yeah, but Rob, I've now done a Hells versus whichever lager it was, side by side with that, which is well, I'm not going to do it next one out. I've got a.
It's a stupid question, right? Is it sour
Yeah.
difficult? Like, I guess the sour is probably difficult to.
I like sour.
Nah, I like
if you
sour.
get if you get the Philly sour, then it's easy. But I like to do a kettle sour.
Do you
I
not
don't
need?
understand that.
Do you not need?
Rick's like, Rick's like proper geeking out. Like,
See, I'm listening to this because I don't understand it.
Yeah, I like to do kettle sour, but I'll use yogurt to then get that sour. So then I would do a fermentation overnight, 24 hours, and I'll put some yogurt in there. Get that.
People use them things that they drink quickly. Them little things, don't they?
Actimel.
Yeah. But can you use your fermenter after?
Say again.
Can you use your fermenter after you fermented in it?
Yeah.
If you clean it and sanitize it.
Yeah. But I've got a separate kit for sours and wild beers.
Yeah.
I've got a total.
I'm really sorry, Rick. I thought like Rob. I thought I subbed to you, but I wasn't.
Yeah,
I'm just rubbish.
That's what Rob's on the channel for like 3 years.
I'm terrible. It must be StreamYard. It must be YouTube that takes people's subs off sometimes.
Have you subbed?
I'm gonna have to go through my whole list that I know and just make sure that things are going on.
Craig, I'm not very good.
Okay.
No, but you're better than me. I don't do it, so you know what I mean. So,
I've got my heart, but give me a second.
But I like to do kettle sours, so yeah, use a bit of yogurt.
Sorry,
it's just so technical for me. I can't.
What would you say is the most difficult beer to make at home?
None.
Not even a lager.
That's a fucking pain in the fucking ball.
No, because no beer is difficult to brew. It's about how you ferment and look after that beer. That's the difficult bit. Would
that be lager then? Would that be lager that's the hardest to look after?
Nerd. Yeah.
So brewing a lager, for me, I like to do a decoction mash and try and get all that caramel character in there. That's fun, easy. And then it's making sure that will stay clean through fermentation, making sure you get the right temperatures, and all that. You can speed that up by doing the pressure fermentation, which like Rick's been doing. You can do that. I'm going to do that as well. But if you want to show skill, it's about everything after you've done that work. The fermentation temperatures, looking after your yeast, that's where it's going to show for me.
So bizarrely, I feel that a lager and a pilsner, which people think is easy to brew, is the hardest thing to brew to get right because you can get off flavors really easy from that. And then a New England IPA is really tricky because that can oxidize so quickly.
I mean, I'm not a brewer.
Any hoppy beer is hard.
Yeah, I'm not a brewer, but I think the aftercare of a lager makes it harder.
A stout I still brew my stouts and my bitters in a bucket.
Yeah,
and Rob says New England's the most difficult because
it's really easy.
Rob says New England can kind of takes up very quickly. There's a little bit of oxygen, like smidge of
a New England IPA. If my cat breathed on it, it'd be horrible.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what Rob said. He said that kind of
tricky.
Well, I'm fucked.
But then you get to hazy IPAs. It's tricky again because
without a professional kit like a canning line or bottling is like oxygen, isn't it? So
you say, Rob, it's not.
We're not even. I'm not even going into.
It's that process between the
Craig because that is crazy.
The brewing it and then trying to put it into a.
Yeah. So a New England IPA is a really easy beer to brew. So simple. You can, it's probably one of the easiest beers I feel to brew.
It's got some elements though, in it. You wanted extra in that. It's
okay.
Yeah,
it's a transfer part. It's probably
exactly. When you ferment it, and then when you want to pack, you want to put that in a keg, or if you want to put that in a bottle, that's your problem. And that's when you go, oh my god,
oxygen is your enemy.
Put it into a can, you're cacking yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So the actual brew day, I enjoy that because some New England IPAs you do your mash, you do your boil, and then you put hops in a whirlpool. So you're not even putting hops in a 60-minute. You literally whirlpool, and then you're putting it into your fermenter, and then your yeast does the job. But once that yeast done that job, that's when you worry, because that's when the oxygen will come in, and that yeast is finished, and you're like, oh my, that's the worry for me with a New England IPA, and it's just But
I've
I
only
think
brewed one, and I've only brewed one because a guy that I know sent me a load of hops because it's the money. So if you're going to brew a NEPA, you have a lot of hops in there, and if you get any oxygen in there, it's dead.
Exactly.
A little, any sort of oxygen in that, it goes grey, and it oxidizes. It tastes like cardboard, and it's a lot of money because your biggest money in brewing all grain brews is hops, and you have a lot of hops going into a New England IPA.
Yeah, and the other thing that I do a lot of is I harvest yeast. So I will. So I've got the verdant yeast. I've got. I will make a starter, build it, take some of that, use that for another one. So it's like a sourdough bread. Keep going with that yeast. And for me, if I was going to answer that question, Simo said, "What's the hardest beer to brew?" To be honest, the British bitter, because it's so hard to get that nice bready caramel esters from the yeast, because that's open fermentation as well. To get that is difficult for a home brewer, I believe.
Well, I didn't know that. I thought that was one of the easiest, but
not from. I think to get that.
I mean, that's just me. Like,
it probably is easy.
Also,
well, if you want,
Rob, you're very cynical, right? If you make a brew, right, it's got to be bang on. Like, you won't bother, right? It's got to be.
I still brew my.
It's got to be very true style, like.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect, but it's got to be as closely
because that's how it should be done. Only because it's traditional. And I don't know if you guys have heard of Bateman's Brewery. Bateman's Brewery does XB and triple XB, and they still brew in open fermenters in squares. Yeah. Not many people do that in the breweries anymore. So I do bitter. I think that might be my tradition because I've always drink XB. That's what I was born on. I used to go to my Grandad to a pub, drink have a few sips of XB. We used to walk through a door to a chip shop, which was in the pub, and go out to Grandma. She never knew that I had a beer. And I still brew. I always like. I don't think I've ever brewed a bitter or a stout pressure fermented.
Your grandma never knew.
I always use the bucket.
Yeah,
but that's just me. That's just
I don't pressure. The only beer I've pressure ferment, it's like a New England IPA shouldn't be pressure fermented with a lot of pressure because that mutes esters.
No, but it scares me like.
Yeah, so you don't.
I do that because it scares me.
so the only beer really that you should pressure ferment is a lager, because it advances it. But for me, a bitter should be like Rick said, in a bucket.
Yeah,
and you want to just
always get the bucket.
If you can, just crack the lid on that bucket just to get them esters.
Traditional,
just traditional brewing, British brewing. Cask brewing is so different. The Americans can't do it. We can do it in England, but it's so
I don't
hard.
even treat my
everything shark. You can't do it.
Quite hard here. I put a Camden tablet in it. I don't use any other salts in my bitters because it's hard water. I don't check the pH because I don't.
This might be a stupid question, right? So, like,
probably
if you go from homebrew to like commercial, right? Do they still use like the tablets and shit? Like you guys, have they got other methods of like?
Depends, because in Burton, that Burtonization, that water is what
they scoop it out. They scoop it out the blade.
Yeah.
Right, don't they?
It might sound like a real stupid question.
It's the quintessential water, basically.
Obviously, like you go from homebrew to commercial, which is. I would guess it's similar kind of thing, just on a much larger scale. Like, do they kind of use the same methods, or is it?
Yeah, it's just scaled up, isn't it?
Yeah, Yeah, it's like I brew in my kitchen on my stove. Like Rick's got an all in one type system. Mine is just a kettle on a stove, but I try and follow the process as you would commercial brewing, and also I build a water profile for each brew. So each brew I do is a water profile I will build. So if I'm doing a Pilsner, I'm going to go try and do a Czech water profile. If I'm going to do a Guinness, I'm going to go Dublin. I'm going to go where the water and I'll build.
Yeah.
So my water profile for where I live, I know that, and then I can reduce and add salts, reduce. It's that bit is a bit technical, but
scientific. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do that. So
I enjoy doing that.
I put the same salt in every brew.
But can you imagine? Imagine it's probably
adjust it.
But another thing is in America,
that's why Mr. B's more
in America they've got a completely different water system than what we've got. So that probably has a massive effect on trying to brew a cask beer in America.
We can all have an RA system and then adjust it. But
yeah.
And I'm not an eco geek, but that's just
no. But and it'll be the same the other way around with like New England IPAs in certain areas, and then West Coast IPAs in West Coast, and
the
water quality is not.
Yeah,
you know.
The interesting thing with New England IPAs is the best yeast for brewing a New England IPA is actually an English yeast. That's the best yeast to brew. So it's like they say that the
like London Fog or something like that.
London Fog, yeah, and the you know what's Heady Topper? That apparently was Poddington's yeast was used originally for that beer.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So it's yeast and water are critical to brewing. Me and Rick make yeast food, and then we just let the yeast do its job, and that creates a beer.
Oh, saying
let's end it on
some
that.
things. I go back to Rick. When I met Rob, like the first shop I met up for a few beers, and Rob's wife went into the shop. I'm have a smart water, and Rob snatched it up and went. He's looking at analysed it like a fucking police officer. Going,
like a police officer.
This is the picture. All of the fucking shit you went. I was yours, that's fucking shit you went. I wrote on with this picture. That's better than this. This is smart water. Fucking smart, my ass.
See, Rob knows this
stuff.
Rob gets his water right. I'm a bit lazy and I get my water a bit right and then adjust the pH.
But honestly, Rick, it's
well,
not smart water, right?
My beer is better than my
smart water.
Yeah, we all get the same result.
Yeah. I am a lazy brewer. I fudge it as I go along, and if you watch my YouTube channel, I don't pretend to be an expert. I fudge it as I go along. But I enjoy doing it, and I make some decent beer.
Yeah, and I think that's what we all do.
Mine is not a tutorial. Mine's never a tutorial. Mine's a follow me to have a bit of a go. That's all my channel is.
That's why I did when I did the beer reviews. I don't do beer reviews anymore. I used to do beer reviews, but yeah, that's the way I used to. That's the way I used to.
We need
that's the way it was, Mr. B. That's the way it was, Mr. B. Keep doing that. Keep doing what you're doing.
We need a Mr. B and Rick and potentially Shark, like a collab. I don't know if Shark can get the same stuff as you guys, but
I can't see it. I can't see it.
One of the best beers I made was a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale.
I love that beer.
All I did was I bought 2 bottles of Sierra Nevada, drank them, and then left an inch in the bottom,
put them in a pot,
made a yeast starter with the beer, and then brewed a simple beer recipe from Sierra Nevada's website, and then used their yeast, and that beer was lovely.
I've only ever had one bad beer from Rob. It was a chili beer. I was like, I'm sure somebody likes it, but it just wasn't my taste.
But that was never going to be to your taste because how it came about.
See, I can remember when I
a sour taste.
I can remember when I first started. I did a marshmallow porter, and I put what those marshmallows that are white and pink in the fermentation, thinking that's what I needed to do, and it started fermenting again. I didn't even check the gravity.
I'll be back in 2 weeks. I've got to go and crush these cans and take a piss. I'll be back in in 5. I've got about 8 cans to crush. I'll be back in
8 cans of what?
8 cans to crush.
Yeah, you better do it, or you never will.
He's got 8 cans to crush. He'll be back in a moment.
Do you remember Cracker Jack? What's that?
I've got 2 kebabs to crush, but I don't think I'm going to do it.
I'm going to crush on Jordy because of his cans.
I've got breakfast.
Does anyone remember Stu Francis?
Francis?
Anyone?
No.
Stu Francis was his name?
Stu
was on
Francis,
Cracker Jack.
I can remember Cracker Jack.
Cracker Jack. Crush a grape.
Cracker Jack. Oh, crush a grape.
Oh, I could crush a grape. It's like now, oh, I could crush a can.
Has he just died?
Is it a comedian?
Is it Stu Francis? Am I the right person?
No, I can't remember.
No.
I remember Crush a Grape.
You know, thinking about POK?
No.
POK. Are you?
No. You're young.
You're not thinking.
You're young. You won't know.
I was at work today with some people doing a Basil Brush impression, and nobody. I was in a hospital in an A&E department with some ambulance people, and I did boom boom.
Yeah, boom boom. I was up with Basil Brush.
Nobody knew who he was. I was
no, unfortunately, I do.
I am old.
Do you remember Spit the Dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What was that bear that had the daft eyes?
What?
Nookie Bear.
Nookie Bear, yeah.
Can't remember that one.
Then we had Emu.
It rings a bell. Emu, big bird.
I remember Emu.
That was the windmill. Remember windmill?
Yeah. Do you remember Grot Bag?
Yeah, that's part of windmill. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had yellow bird and fucking
Rent-A-Ghost. Can you remember Rent-A-Ghost? That was great.
Rent-A-Ghost.
Rent-A-Ghost. Cutaways, friend,
Ross Strokes. That was about the same era.
The Banana Bunch. That was 70s.
Yeah, I don't remember 70s. Yes.
Is anybody close to retirement?
There's a thing called...
I fucking wish I was.
Yeah, Quest TV.
I don't waste your life away. But...
No,
I remember
but
watching Sky, and there was a Quest TV channel, and Russ, the guy called Russ from Scissor Sisters was on there.
Russ Abbott.
Russ Spencer or something.
I remember Frank Spencer.
Oh yeah.
Oh. The cat did a whoopsie under the carpet.
Ooh.
Oh, Betty.
His name on. I
would have got with Betty back in the day. Jeez.
I never heard of any.
There was a thing on Sky TV back in the day called Quiz Call or Quiz TV.
Jordy, like you're like 40.
You're talking back in the day. I'm probably about 20.
Yeah.
I'm 30 right now. Well, I'm 29, but I'll be 30 in January.
Well,
basically,
okay then. So yeah.
I just want to say I'm 30. My 20s are done. I've drank my 20s.
It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you say.
Basil Brush. That's what I was doing at work today.
I will still be in my
A&E department talking about Basil Brush because something happened, and not a single person around me knew who Basil Brush was.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I mean,
not
that's
a
like...
clue. It was all like 24. The nurse in charge was 24.
That's
I was
crazy.
like, oh, I need to go home.
Sooty and Sweep. Do you remember Sooty and Sweep?
Yeah.
And Rainbow.
Well,
Rainbow.
and his
Bungle.
son took over,
Zippy.
didn't he? Corbett.
Zippy.
Matthew
Fucking hell.
Corbett's son took over.
Oh, that was the travel bug.
And Bungle.
Yeah,
That's
Bungle.
Bungle. What a fucking name. Bungle.
Between Sooty and Sweep and Rainbow, right? There ain't no fucking nonce in that lot, are they? Fucking
Oh, I mean, what a name. Bungle. I mean, come on.
No, what the fuck is that?
I
Susie.
feel like I'm on a different. I never heard of none of these fucking people.
Oh, my hands are crushed.
What are you doing, Josh? Why can't we see
I
it?
crushed about 10 cans, right?
Yeah, 40
I
Towers was
always
good.
wonder why he turns his camera off and what's he
But
doing.
Rob, come on, Rob, come on. You got a can
We can,
crush.
we can see you pulling a beer off your perfect pint, can't we?
You might
Rob,
not
you
be.
got one.
You've
It
got
might.
no trousers on.
Oh,
Yeah.
one of them can crushers, right? It's in the other room, though. I've got a can crusher, so I'll put them all in there. Scuff them down to that little thing. Chuck it in the recycle.
We're going to have to. Your recycling bin won't
Absolutely.
manage, will it, Josh?
No. You want to see my can pressure?
Absolutely.
They're the best fucking thing in the universe, mate. They're a great bit of kit.
Buck Rogers and the.
I have a can pressure right here. Do you want to see it?
It's one of these, right? But like it works with beer cans as well.
Buddy's
Yeah,
going to show
I got one.
You just
He's going to show
do
his
fucking
foot.
cans in it, right?
I've got one of them.
Yeah, the stick cans and crush them. It's a fucking great bit of kit.
I'm-
You just-
That one's not as good as the one I have. The one I have is more
It's
affordable.
it's very like, it's very
Oh, no.
Good.
it's very
Mine's
therapeutic, man. Just crushing all the cans down, chucking them shit.
It's
Mine's
very
better. It's affordable.
satisfying.
It's affordable.
Very satisfying.
Here, look.
Hey,
I stuck mine on a
Pretty
thing.
much same thing. Yeah,
I never stuck it anywhere. Never
that's
used
it.
it.
Mine's on the side of the cupboard, right? It's very
Oh, well.
satisfying, man. It's like
Well, it's satisfying.
This could be sold to you
Wow,
for
wow, wow.
$5.99
Yippee,
on
yippee,
eBay.
My fork here now on the floor.
I just like to say as well, right? My friend, my good
We've got
friend, Mr.
fucking
B,
colours all over.
my good friend Rob, he said, "I'm not bothered about Sunday's result, right?" He says this. He says
I
this
don't.
now. When Manchester United win and do the double over City, that's all it is for the next fucking 6 months.
Rob, we're out.
That's all
You
I'll
don't
fucking
think
eat Rob Wayne. Oh, and he's looking at green now because he fucking knows, right? He says, no, I'll just shoot you that right in May. The thing he says, yeah, even when you got to be both twice. They just terrorise me. They send me a message at full time. And they just terrorise me, right? And he's sat here playing all innocent, right? Oh, I'm not bothered, man, but
It used to be
right? He's
doing
a
the
terror.
trouble.
The man
doing
is a
the-
fucking terror, right? He pretends he's not bothered, and then I get absolutely terrorised with the next fucking 2
doing
weeks.
the double.
Yes, of course. He's laughing because he knows he's a cunt. He's laughing because he knows. I'm not bothered, mate. No, as soon as you go, you're fucking shitty. He doesn't terrorise me.
Mark Jones. They're not, because we're not going to get relegated.
Leeds coming up, mate. Baz. Sheffield's coming up, mate. I was chatting to Baz. He's like, Leeds coming up, mate. Blake's doing, mate. I was like, yeah, we're back down. I said, Blake's not doing well, mate. But
Us doing a double over City used to be commonplace not long ago.
I don't know. He was not that common, man. We beat you quite a few times.
Well, yeah, in the last few years, but
In the last 30 years, yeah.
30 years.
Ooh. Even back in the main road days, we still. I'll say diddly, but that sounds wrong because of PG.
Yeah, you
can't say that. PG is not very good.
I'm going to the fridge again. This looks like it's going to knock.
You've got an old team.
You
A lot of them are getting old, but you're replacing them quite quickly. That's the trouble. Your academy is very good.
Only 6-1.
Your academy, yeah, but I mean, we can all go back to it. We can all be selective. You know?
Buddy,
Yes.
you are
Yes.
a legend, my friend. You
Yeah,
are an
yeah.
absolute-
Good to see you, buddy.
I'm sorry to be abrupt, but I'm all
You're a
for
fucking wizard.
I gotta freaking go to bed.
You're a wizard.
See you later.
Look at you. Kayaking looked awesome.
Huh?
Sure, bro.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you, right? When I read King Kevin, the King of the North, right? When I read his little statement today, mate, I shed a tear, right? I was getting choked up. I cried when I seen Kevin De Bruyne. I cried. I had no shame. I cried, man. He has been for the last 10 years. I've never seen a better player.
I wouldn't even say 10 years. I mean,
I've seen
not the last year. You can't count that. It's been shit.
Nah, fuck off, mate. He's still been brilliant. He's been injured, but he's still been brilliant.
Yeah.
But like to see him live, so no. It sounds stupid, right? It's only football, but I legit cried.
Yeah, but you haven't really missed him recently, so.
Nah, we have. I've seen him come back with been. We didn't win for 40. It was like 14 games we went to like unbeaten, like without winning.
Yeah, but even when he's been playing, he's not really kind of done. He's done the other thing. He's great.
You see that, Craig? Right? We didn't win for 12, 13 games. De Bruyne comes back, we win.
Yeah, probably.
Who's this, Kevin?
Is
it Kevin Keegan we're talking about?
I don't mind. Someone at the cheek today say, Bruno, the fucking rat, is better than De Bruyne, mate. I didn't punch the cunt.
Bruno stats.
Fucking Bruno, the rat, mate.
I remember Kevin Keegan.
They used to be brilliant. I remember I got the.
I was trying to PJ's today, and he went, no. He's talking about Jack Grealish.
Johnny, who are you talking about?
I said Grealish is like the new Gaz. He said, got a Spurs and it went fuck all the Spurs. And just become a pisshead. He went, I said, Spurs are great. I said, but you can't say Spurs are great club. You're not one.
He went to the wrong club.
No, I'm sorry. I was talking about a brewing company. I can't remember what it was now.
Okay.
What was it? I can't remember.
No?
But,
Colin Brewing.
It's gone.
Mate,
I was trying to Rick. I'm sorry.
We had Kevin Keegan as our manager for about fucking.
I thought that's who you was talking about.
Fucking Kevin Keegan. I hated him.
Oh, Johnny's on about it, but no, Paul was PJ.
Who's Kevin Keegan?
He's on about Grealish, and I said it's a really weird one with Grealish because he reminds me of modern day Gaza, right? He's a great player, but
nowhere near as good as Gaza, but yeah.
Oh, fuck off, mate. But his head's just not in the game.
He's nowhere near as good as Gaza. You can't compare them.
Did Gaza win a treble? Did he fuck, mate?
Did Gaza win a champions? He was in and out of the team. He didn't really.
Fuck off! You think Grealish is better than Gaz? You having a fucking bubble, mate.
Does anybody know the history of
Jack Grealish? Right, honestly, right.
Jack
Grealish is a phenomenal player. The problem is,
it's good.
Just listen, Mike. Then Mike, keep saying you up, right? Shut up.
His better days were at bloody Villa, though.
Nah, behave yourself, mate.
Yeah, he played better for Villa.
Why see that? The man won a treble. We only won the team.
He didn't win it.
He was in the fucking squad. Yeah, I'll give you that.
He didn't win it.
But he hardly played.
That's like saying
He hardly played that season, though. He didn't hardly play.
Nah, but I can get this. Don't. G10, right? Fucking. Oh, you fucking you trying to throw me. You know?
Craig, do you remember when Craig? Do you remember when
Google when Liverpool did the double in the 70s? My dad's got the he's got the program. He was there in his wardrobe.
Oh, nice.
Liverpool.
I think that might be my only heirloom, but
Jack Grealish made 32 appearances in the treble-winning season, right? He only played 30, so you can't say he didn't have no impact, right? He made
how many starts did he have?
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Okay, so
he made 30. I don't say. I actually don't know. He doesn't say that. He just says.
Oh, funny that, isn't it?
I'm on transfer mark, so he doesn't tell you. It just gives you very.
I'm sure we could find out.
You probably could, but I don't know. So Jack really she.
I don't want to. Yeah.
I'm trying to find out, but obviously transfer mark doesn't. You don't get.
Yeah.
Craig, what is that kebab? Is that actually a kebab?
Mm-hmm.
I'm eating crappy nuts here, look, and you got a bleeding kebab.
You can't
compare.
It's gone now, lad.
I remember this last time. You were eating kebab last time, weren't you? Was that delivered while I've been watching this? I didn't notice it.
In the treble season, Craig, Jack Grealish made 35. Yeah, 35 starts. So
35 starts. How many games did he play in that season, though?
On his own channel?
A hell of a lot, I guess. But
great squad.
I genuinely rate Jack Grealish, but my issue with Jack is.
I'm not slagging him off. He's a brilliant player.
He likes the old plonk too much, right?
Wow.
It's hindered him big time.
Yeah, Gaza did as well, though. Remember?
This is what I'm saying. It reminds me of Gaza because he
had no liver, didn't he?
Unfortunately, I said this to Paul. They're both very similar. They're very good players, but their career's been hindered by they're just too upset.
Playing for shit football teams.
I mean, Gaza played for Spurs and he won an FA Cup. So come on.
But I think the world of Jack, right? But you can't help but criticise Jack when he can't stay fit. I think see him out on the pitch in Newcastle, and he's getting wankered and buying sacked. You know, even United, right, Rob? You wouldn't see most of the City guys or most of the United, you wouldn't see that from. But it doesn't look good when you're injured all the time. Like Mason Mount, imagine Mason Mount right going out. Oh, it was out on the match. It don't look great when you're injured most of the season. You get whacked. It's not a great look, is it? You know, you think,
yeah.
Mate, Chelsea's like picking themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we might get him back with Sancho. Right, I'm going to have to go. I've got a busy day tomorrow.
Okay, thanks,
Cheers, everyone. Nice to see you all.
You do realize it's 1:30.
Yeah, 1:30. Yeah, I'm going to look forward to my day tomorrow. Cheers, everyone.
Great to chat with you. Big fan. Big fan.
You take it easy.
Remember your emoting, sorry, mate. After that,
we need to look up. Find me on Facebook or something, will you? We need to chat.
Will do.
Stuff.
All right, take care, chat.
Have a great day tomorrow.
Cheers.
Take care.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, football's a madness, man. But Rob's a legend. It's not his fault. It's such a shit football team.
Samuel, the only football I care about is graduating. So how do you do?
I didn't get a single word of that.
All I'm bothered about is a Glaswegian is. I didn't get the end bit.
Glaswegian.
Jordy,
I didn't get the end bit.
Yes.
Jordy.
What a run a bit of luck.
I think you might need your bed, mate. You've had a great night. I think bed might be the cards to you, my friend.
I think the bed is calling me.
I think it is as well, Jordy.
It might be Colin.
Jordy, take care, mate. Have a good night. Get into your bed. Have a good kip. And we'll do something tomorrow.
Samuel, thank you for having me tonight.
My shit.
No worries, Jordy.
Colin.
You're awesome.
Take care, mate. I'll miss you tomorrow, Jordy.
See you later, Colin.
Davey boy. Cheers, Davey boy. Cheers.
Jordy.
He's done that. How to get out?
He managed it.
He's a good lad, but bless him, yeah.
He was drinking half.
Craig.
Yeah. I've lost no weight, just had a haircut. It's great, isn't it?
I don't know. I can't even see his hair. He's got a hat on.
Yeah, I couldn't wear this for
This time last week.
Look at that.
Right.
That looks like a proper hair. You've got great hair.
Right. This time last week, it was. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I wouldn't be able to wear this. It would have just floated up here.
Okay. Why are you
Would
doing
have been
that?
like that. I just got it cut. It was getting too warm. Now it's fucking freezing.
Why have you got so? Okay, I'm not being. Why are you heritage African? Because that was African hair.
Probably. I haven't really gone that far.
Because that was impressive. I remember now.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really done my family tree or anything.
Do it. Absolutely do
I know
it.
it goes from me, obviously dad, and then from my dad it goes to Scotland, Wales. My mum's side was Ireland, and then I don't know where that goes with that, but my granddad's dad, my granddad was Scottish, so my great granddad, I think, was Cornish.
That's not Scottish or Cornish hair. I remember now. I've just suddenly got
Not
it.
Scottish,
That
but
was
I mean
big
from
Afro hair, wasn't it?
but yeah, but so from Scotland it went to Cornwall. From before that, I don't know. That they're the bits I know. But that's
And you
probably
don't
going
look
back.
dark
That's
skinned,
going
do
back
you?
100
This is
years.
what Craig's used to like.
Yeah, no. Do you know what? I've just got it. I've just got it.
Stark difference.
That is definitely Afro hair. I've only just realised who it is from the
Yeah.
last time I was on it.
Yeah, it's me.
Bearing in mind, I am normally had a couple of beers before I get out.
No.
And I
We'll
have them while
same as that. We'll have a few jars, like you know.
But yeah, bloody heck. Wow.
Different. And I mean, this is how it normally is.
That is definitely Afro hair.
Yeah, but this is how
It's
it normally
Afro
is.
hair, isn't it?
Yeah,
amazing.
this is how.
And
this is
I
how
love it.
is.
It's incredible.
But I mean, everyone's seen me for the last like 13 months. But this is how it normally is. So.
Oh, Josh. It's like it's like you dropping your socks off at the back.
Josh,
I'll just message him Rob before he goes to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the
love
hay.
him.
I'm out tomorrow
I'll tell
morning.
you what, he's a brewer. He's a proper brewer that noticed.
Oh yeah, his beers are great. And the
It
one,
really impresses
the
me.
worst beer I had was because it was old, and that was yesterday. Everything else was absolutely, even the rye beer.
His
yesterday.
videos proper impressed me.
The beer, the rye beer yesterday was fucking fantastic. It was so good.
Sending beer as a brewer, sending beer out is really tricky.
I mean,
Because
I
from
I
what you
never
get from
expected-
tap,
yeah,
is
yeah,
not
yeah.
what people get.
No, but he did admit that he did admit that it was an old beer. So
That's why I don't do it. I used to do it when I first started doing YouTube videos. I used to send loads of beers out, generally to big
cheers,
brewers.
Mark. Thanks.
But I used to send it to big
I am sorry to
YouTubers like Big
drink.
Banana and that to get subscribers. If my beer was on a YouTuber's, they'd subscribe to me because it was on a big YouTube subscriber. And then I went, do you know what? It's not good enough. I'm not doing it anymore. I can't package it properly, so I'm not going to do it. I don't want to send shit beer
That's fair
out.
enough. I mean,
I don't want to send shit beer out. And I still haven't
Well,
found a way of packaging really good beer.
you're
You spend a load of money on packaging.
never going to get that 100% happy without being a proper brewer. I don't think a home brewer. There's always going to be like in your mind. It's like, oh.
So my
No,
new
I would say
idea
oxygen.
My
Yeah,
new
oxygen.
idea is invite people to my house to get out the tap and do a video on it.
Yeah, it's probably the way. Of
That's
course.
my new idea, and that's what I'm going to do next year. Josh,
So
Craig,
I've had quite a lot of Rob's.
I've got a
He's
big
very
house
much
with loads
the,
of rooms. I'm going to get people over to my house, get them over, drink my beer, do a video.
Yeah, and then spend the
Pick them out for a kebab or a Chinese. Or
Oh.
yeah,
Indian.
you know, I've met Rob a few times. Me
He's
and Rob
twisted my arm, yeah.
That's my plan.
We normally meet every 6 weeks. We'll have a coffee and a chat, and then kind of.
Not that I need to do anything because my YouTube channel is just, I haven't subscribed. I just do it for a giggle. I don't make any money out of it. I just do it for
I mean, I haven't done any beer reviews for probably about 4 or 5 months now, so it's kind of gone a lot. I'm really stagnant. It's like I've kind of stayed on the same subs for a while, but I don't do it for that anyway. I'm not bothered.
I'm all over social media with TikTok and everything, Facebook,
Yeah, I'm just not bothered
and I
by
do
it.
it for, but I don't make anything.
Reckon, Craig, if you stay there, I'll end this, but we'll carry on with chat. Chat, thank you very much. We've done 2 hours. It's
okay.
Nearly 2 a.m., but
Yeah, chat. Good to see you. Cheers, Mark.
I'll catch you all.
Cheers, Michael.
I'll say maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what
I
happens.
am in for tomorrow night.